Hi, my name is Itamar Levinger from the Institute for Health and Sport at Victoria University, Melbourne, Australia. And on behalf of HubLE, I'm interviewing Anoohya from Monash University, who is virtually presenting a poster at this year's ASBMR meeting. Anoohya, can you please introduce yourself to HubLE audience?
Yeah, sure. Hello, everyone. My name is Anoohya. I'm a current PhD student from Department of Medicine, Monash University, Melbourne, Australia. My research is essentially revolved around body composition and physical function as predictors of fractures in obese older adults.
And can you tell us a bit more, what are you presenting in ASBMR?
Yeah, sure. So my poster presentation is essentially on incidence and predictors of fractures in older adults with and without obesity. So what we're trying to do is basically to understand how various definitions of obesity, if it is defined by body mass index in comparison to body fat percentage, we're trying to evaluate the differences in terms of incident fractures as well as predictors of fractures as a whole.
And what are the key findings of your work from what you've currently done and you're presenting?
Yep, so essentially it was interesting to find that obesity, when defined by body fat percentage, it was associated with increased likelihood of incident fractures in this group of older adults. Whereas when obesity was defined by body mass index, they tend to have reduced likelihood of incident fractures. And this appeared to be explained by body mass index. And another key finding was that false risk assessment was one of the clinical predictors, which can be used to improve identification of obese older adults who are at increased risk of incident fractures.
This is very interesting. And what are what the implications of your findings, the clinical implications or the functional implications of the findings?
Yep, so I guess in the bigger picture, we can essentially say that fracture prediction methods in obese older adults may be improved by measuring or using direct measures of obesity and particularly looking at relative adiposity rather than looking at body mass index per se. And also that, as I said, the physiological assessment of false risk is quite important, as it was one of the main clinical predictors that was associated among obese older adults.
Very nice. And finally, how do you see the next stage of your career? What would you like to do next after you will finish your PhD?
Yep, essentially I would still like to remain in research and academia and possibly, further enhance my skills as a researcher, as I'm very passionate in the current area that I'm working at. And hopefully after my PhD, I can use all these findings and essentially bring it into the bigger picture, I guess.
On behalf of HubLE, I would like to thank you for your time, and I really wish you all the best and good luck in the future.
Thank you for having me. Thank you.